Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Tariq, I'm really glad that someone has finally done the one thing in like every tokusatsu, every attention hero show, you know, right? Hey, just stop them from headshitting, you know? They can stop. You don't have to.
Well, hey, I mean, Glada got them on the fucking hit them with the when he tried to use the Gochi pod and she just sliced all the Gochizos before they could get in there. That's almost the same thing.
Right, but like no, you can just stop them from like actually placing their transformation belt on, you know? Just tell them to stop. Like, hey, look, I don't want to sit here. I don't want to listen to like your 30-second jingle, right? Of how fucking long.
I don't care how sick the beats are that are coming from your talking belt. But
I keep forgetting how long was let's see, was it what was Zio's? Was it? It's not Oma Zio, Grand Zio? Was that what it's called? Right? Is it
probably? You're talking about when the
we have all the face.
All the faces.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. According to this 70-second long is this entire Henshin sound effect. Like if you were to sit there and watch it and listen to it play out, because it has to name all fucking 20. Or I guess all 19 Heisei era Kamen Rider. You have to wait for it. You have to wait for that thing to... Everyone just has to stand there awkwardly and wait for it to
I don't remember it being that long even when he first transformed. I have no fucking clue
I think maybe like the first time he did it, they might have played like the entire bit, but then afterwards they realized, okay, we just gotta skip them names.
Yeah,
like,
we're just gonna rush this along. Just hit the button.
Right, we're just gonna overlay like 5 names play at the and make it more fucking annoying. You know?
Yeah.
Right. All right, but hey, it is Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 42. At the end of Broken Feelings. All right, look.
Yeah, there's more than feelings that get broken this episode.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I'm amazed that Hanto invited Shoma out to having this important talk and didn't subconsciously just order a frappe. You know, for sure. Right? Yeah. I feel like at this point, like Hanto, like every time he invites Shoma out to eat. Or to like to go out and do their own little. Hey, he should always like try to force a frappe into. I
just wonder if this is starting to like classically condition like Pavlov give like Shoma a Pavlovian response when he sees Hanto. He wants to eat frappe.
Look, this is what happens. Look, this is what happens when you don't have an immortal Gochizo. All right. Should have had Shoma make a frappe.
It's pretty funny because I was kind of worried, or not worried, worried's the wrong word. I was curious when we had the 1 second of Hanto being, corrupted by zombie Shuga, if he was going to, just randomly get a new form because of like Nielv or Shuga or something, and the fact that now, I mean, it's been that way since since the beginning that Hanto was the only one that didn't have a permanent Gochizo, but.
Right. Also, the fact that we now know like the condition to make a permanent Gochijo is that Shoma just has to like actually just make it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't hard.
It's worse. It's worse now that he's made one that is permanent for Lakia, and he still hasn't made one for Hanto.
Right. He's like, oh, I don't have time. That's a lot of process, to make a frappe.
I gotta get a whole uncle to die and all that stuff. Like, I just found out I had a new one, and I don't know that I want to get rid of this one yet.
Right? But you see that what all Shoma did for Alamo was they just put a bunch of stuff on a plate and said, all right, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, that was really good. Anyway, I'm sad about my uncle dying.
Yeah. All right. Look, I need another. Maybe after all my remaining half siblings dies, I'll feel sad about it, and I'll make a.
If we just kill more siblings, then listen, Hanto, you just need to kill one of my siblings, and then I'll make you. Oh, if Hanto kills, I just realized Nielf still has the bottom half of Shuga of Hanto's mentor, like as a press, and I feel like that hasn't been utilized enough as a way to aggravate him.
I mean, but here's the thing, right? But does Nielf know that? Like, Sugar knows that, right? Like, Sugar knows that.
Yeah, that's exactly why Nielf. That's why Nielf had him killed, because it was Suga needed Hanto to be isolated, so he.
Right, but here's the thing. But do you know who this was? It just wasn't some random. Right, because I feel like when you looked at it, right, it was Suga told him.
Suga told him that he. I would assume that Suga told him why he needed this guy killed.
I just assumed that Suga said, I just need this guy killed, and they was like, all right, sure. Okay, as opposed to, right? Because I feel like Sugar was, because remember, everyone in this show is too busy scheming on their own to the point where no one in this show has good, healthy communication, right?
Yeah, but I feel like Suga, surprisingly, I feel like Suga and Nielv were kind of the exception. They didn't communicate with other people, but they. But they
were more people like research data, and I feel like the whole like Hanto portrayal was more like a Sugar own like his own hey, this is my main quest, right? We'll do this. I'll give you the side quest stuff, but like this is my thing I'm doing. I won't tell you about this.
If he had to tell him, hey, kill this guy, but don't I need you to leave half of him for this other guy to be found to find his half. I think that would be something where he's like, that's oddly specific.
I guess, yeah. I'll be like, I'll follow along with you.
Yeah,
it could be, right? But yeah, man, does Nielv actually? I forgot that he actually.
I wonder. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if Nielv, if that's who Hanto's face-off is supposed to be with, is, Lakia had Glada, Shoma will have some rematch with Longo / Jeep, and stuff.
But boy, is Jeep really a rival character?
I don't know.
I feel like at this point, right?
In this episode, he's literally being used as a fucking test, as a guinea pig.
I feel like Jeep sees Shoma as a rival, but Shoma, it's just like, please leave me alone.
Yeah, it's very much a Burger King and McDonald's situation of I don't know why do you think that you're number 2? I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's like that. But yeah, hey look, Hanto was like, hey Shoma, right?
Yeah, I know you asked me not to, but I kind of took a peek and I found your uncle. Oops.
Yeah. Right, it's hey look, do with this information. Dad, you wanna go talk? Hey, look, it's convenient. We all know where he is.
Yeah, we've seen it already, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's very. We can just go there right now. Maybe after I order our frappe.
Yeah.
We can go visit him.
Oh man, you know what? Oh, look who's calling. I bet while I'm answering this phone call, you could order some frappe for me.
Right, chocolate. I would prefer chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So meanwhile, in the Grand New World, right? Hey, look. President Boca has to earn the votes. Right? He has to. Look, he's making a campaign promise. He will get high quality. Look, once he wins re-election, all right, he will release how to get high quality.
Yeah, he'll release the recipe file, the stomach recipe files.
Mm-hmm. Right, he promised, he would never lie to his supporters, right, or anything about that.
Yeah,
he's only hiring the best,
Right.
Yeah. Also, I think it's funny how I keep forgetting Yoko's name, Masaru, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, man. Hey, look. So I know he's only just been relatively introduced as a character, but I feel like, at least for the last year, he should have been hip or following hey, disappearance, Kamen Rider. Or do you think he's one of those guys I don't use Twitter. I don't know what that is. I don't understand the youth. Snapchat. What?
I mean,
what is
clearly he doesn't, because when he saw, Gavv and the others, he had to be explained that they're not monsters, even though this has been public knowledge that's been spread on the internet for the last. I mean, when did they make when Longo had his whole plan? That was what, 10 episodes ago, 8 episodes ago.
So it's been like 2 months.
Yeah.
It's been 2 months. In fact,
It's pretty crazy to not, and it's been on the news now too. Like, I don't know how.
right. In fact, that this has been like a thing. Right. In fact,
Yeah.
there's also keep in mind there's a localized thing with it. This general area, right? This is not like a thing, right? It's not like a thing like like you would ask me, hey, did you hear about what's happening in I don't know, Indiana? I'd be like, no, what the? I would not know what is happening because I don't fucking live there. It's just like a national. Like a national thing in Indiana, right? Like that affects the whole country, right?
Oh,
like
wait,
the whole.
hold on. Did you say the episode title was At the End of Broken Feelings?
Is it not?
You know,
Are we not on episode?
it's What Does the Human World Taste Like? What are you talking about?
Oh, we're
It's
at episode 43. Oh wait, no, yeah.
Kamen Rider
Yeah,
Gavv,
so- okay.
Where the president
Yeah.
goes out to go and taste the human world. I've got to know what the people. I want to go where the people are so that I can make them subservient to me, just like the Little Mermaid.
Right? Yeah. I got my friends like, oh man, a lot of coincidence. Hey, didn't I see you before? Oh, wait, tell me, you work for this person too? Wow, what a bunch of weird coincidences that's been going on.
Yeah.
It feels really weird. Like, right over this last 2 months has been pretty crazy, you know? Right? Huh. Right? Also, by the way, I know Honto takes them to a happy party to do this business. About a terrible place to do a happy, like this weird party. Like, with like 2 other people just in the room, right?
Yeah.
And like Honto invited him, like, hey, you want information about your sister? Hey, instead of like renting like a private business meeting room at like a hotel or a library or like a rec center, right? Like, hey, meet me at this fucking Jacks of all trade company, and
Come
instead of
meet me
us having
come meet me at the Helen Keller house.
right? And instead of like getting a private room, we're just gonna talk out and like what I assume is like Happy Party's like general office space, right? It's one of those weird old, right? Happy Party's like one of those companies that instead of having like closed off walls, they're like a weird high concept office space. They're like, oh, hey, look, there's no walls here, you know, right? Everything's out in the open. That's how transparent we are, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, really fucking weird that like he's just talking about all like this private, like also this private information about his mystic sister that they're talking out in the open, right? Like someone's just sitting there.
It's fine. He trusts Honto for some reason.
You know, but like these are enough to be like, talking about like his business. Like it felt like these two, like ignoring the fact that like Shoma is his nephew. You know, right? But he doesn't know that. He's like, right? And but like this like Sachiko's just there. She's just like there, like. You know, this is like a really traumatic experience for me. I don't know, right? Are you sure there's like no? Is there not an office next door we can talk to about instead? Really weird that we have to talk about this out in the open like this. You know, it's just it's very strange.
Yeah.
That we're doing this. Yeah. But yeah, look. Masu is learning about the grids. I look always like, oh man, I've been doing my research.
I've learned about. Do you know there's granutes under Comet Ping Pong?
I just think it's funny. After ever since like the last 2-3 months, he's probably started like, oh man, I should probably take notice of it. Oh wait, wow, this is a serious thing. Oh man, oh, this is actually a localized, local problem.
Yeah.
Man, I should have. I didn't realize this would affect me. You know, I thought we were owning them. You know, how does this decision ended up affecting me? Right. Also, so I assume that the actor for Boca is the same person that does his voice. Right?
I do not believe that it's true. I think that is actually somebody dubbing.
Okay,
over.
good. I thought I was not crazy as well, right? But like every time, right?
Yes,
Boca speaks. It sounds like a dub.
Yes, it is. I am 90%. Let me just look at. I'm gonna try to look it up right now. I'm 90% certain that is the case.
Right, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if they're using like a voice filter. I mean, I guess they have to be using like a voice filter for him.
No, I mean it doesn't have to.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Yep.
Yes.
According to this,
yes,
yep.
Yeah, he has a voice actor and an actor.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Man, I can't believe they actually went through the effort of doing that. Normally with these, they just do one thing. They just do one guy. You know?
I think that's got to be a result of them thinking of involving Boca as like a later term thing and not thinking about like, oh shit, what if he has a human form? Damn. I guess we should.
We didn't think that far. Okay, yeah, because alright, yeah, so on the because on the Wikia it lists both, but on the actual Wikipedia page it only lists the voice actor. It does not list the human body. Okay, so that's how I was very confused at, right? Because like during this entire sequence, I was like, is this a dub?
His,
Are they dubbing him?
His voice is completely the voice is really weird.
Okay. Yeah, like it just didn't make sense. But he has luscious locks of hair, so it's fine, Like, look at him with his
he's a
face.
beautiful, blue-eyed, blonde-haired man, just like certain people would have liked.
Yeah. Do you think he's like, oh man, look. He's like, oh yeah, this is look. According to the research and the evidence, this is the human. This is the perfect human disguise because it represents the perfect of humanity.
Oh, Lizelle, thank you for bringing me this book back from the human world. What's it called again?
Yeah. Also, I don't think he does not. Do you think he's like kind of like, oh man, there's a lot of weird Eastern European inspired buildings in this universe.
Well,
it's a lot like our.
The funny thing is also so again, there's still the question of what is the cap of like technology that the Granutes have, because we've seen the most destitute in like Lakia and stuff, right? But we've also seen the stomachs who have like entire
who has an
like
Amazon warehouse,
who have entire science facilities, right? And like the President Boca's like giant ass mansion, right, which is at the very least seems to have running electricity. They eat rocks, but other than that, it seems to have power. Do they know what cars are? Does he know what a car is?
Right. What is the actual Is this like a weird like parallel evolution thing, right? Like these two species are unrelated, but they happen to evolve like the same pathway, or did like a Granute escape to the human world?
Infrastructure is like, okay, he can see a 1-to-1 comparison in like buildings and streets and shit, but a car is a very like unique to humans like sort of thing, unless they have their own cars, right?
Yeah, but we have.
Which I guess actually
also the thing is also it's clear that he is not aware of the human world because he's like, holy shit, this is fucking wow, right? Because it's not like this is right unless it's like some weird Illuminati, like brand new Illuminati who's trying to prevent even the highest secret from getting out about this like secret, this other like parallel dimension that exists.
Well, that's the thing. I guess the Granute Illuminati is the Stomach family because they've known for so long, and they just use that to make fucking candy.
Right. It's always like he does not know about. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what? Yeah. This is a thing?
Yeah.
How has this been a thing?
He's looking at oh god, I should have made that the meme. He's doing the fucking fuck, what is it? Legend of the god damn it. The meme where it's Is This a Pigeon?
Oh, that one. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just doing that with like everything. Of like, is this a human? No, father, that's a statue. Is this a human? No, father, that's a car. Right. Is this a human? That's a full ass.
It makes it very weird. I like the parallel. I like the actual high road structure between the Granute Society and the humans. Like, it's really weird that they both just happen to have the exact same thing going on. Does anybody think this is weird? But it's clear that both worlds don't know about each other in any aspect.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, Jeep he has to do some training. He has to,
again, this is what I'm saying. Jeep is just being. I'm curious if Jeep is actually going to.
But I understand
fight.
You want to beat the shit out of Showa, but it is episode 42. You having like a training arc right now? I don't think
I think that Nielf is just using him as a fucking like test subject for maybe himself later on. Maybe I think he's just using Jeep as a data mine, sort of thing.
Like, so he could become the final villain, Kamen Rider.
Like how Shuga was using Valen to create the perfect organism, but he wasn't. That was just him testing shit on him.
Also, I believe is this the first time we see Baraki Stick's rider kick as well? Like he didn't do this.
I guess so because he didn't. When we saw Baki Sticks the first time, he didn't even get to use his rider kick because Shoma kicked his ass too hard.
Yeah, it just occurred like this. But he just has to. This the first part I go because he's on actually like grunt enemies. It's just pretty funny when you think about it, right? He doesn't even use like a show or anyone relevant. He's like, nope, here's some random grunt enemies. He's like, and you're like, hey, good job, hey, you did it. I'm proud of you. Wow,
you've accomplished.
You did it.
Even Valen can accomplish, you too can do. Congratulations, you're the Kamen Rider Valen of Kamen Rider Bitter Gavs.
Look, like you're doing a good job. You're definitely leveling up, you know, right? Yeah. And here's some. Look, you want to get ice cream after this? Yeah. Look, you know, here's look. You want a little trophy, a little medal for you, and everything. You know, right? Yeah. Here you go. I'm proud of you. Yeah.
Anyway, that's all we're going to see of Jeep for this entire fucking episode.
Now
now we're going back to ignoring Jeep and Nielv and honestly the rest of the Stomach family and just going back to Jaldak time as Lizel and Boca stroll through the world and Hanto and Shoma...
And just destroys an entire building, you know? Like, this is not like an empty... This is also not like an empty, building, like an empty warehouse. This is like in the middle of the city, right?
When he said he wanted to take some home, like, as, like, food, I thought he would, like, even if he just broke off a chunk of it, it would still be incredibly alarming, because it'd just be one sole man, like, ripping a chunk out of a building. I did not expect it to completely fucking demolish.
Oh man. Look, if there was there is no one survive. Like, there is no way that building was also that empty, right? If you consider like this like a normal middle of the day working.
Genuinely, like, even forget the people inside. The impact alone of an entire multi-story building collapsing would cover everyone in dust like it was fucking 9/11. Like,
but don't worry, enough people got away.
There's a reason why this is like an 8-story building, like that he just levels. It's like if the impact this would make people think that a fucking tornado had gone off. This wouldn't be just like and people run away. Glass and debris would be flung out. The concussive force that would
but don't worry. Luckily, it was one of those days where this entire office building was completely empty. Not a single security guard, not a single maintenance guy. You know, no one was in this building.
No janitors at all. Everybody was out.
Yeah.
Let's just continue to tell ourselves, like I do when I watch One Piece. Yeah, that guy's probably still alive. They're all fine.
Right. Yeah. And then look, then my favorite thing at this episode's happened, you know? Atsaki tries to transform, they just say, hey, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I see that gun. Don't you pull that gun out.
I was like, they just stop him like that. I was like, oh yeah. It makes you wonder, like, oh yeah, do you think this is the thing that the villains can technically actually just do, right? They can just stop them from head-shitting like that, you know?
Yeah, I
mean,
that is how you gotta, sometimes you gotta play dirty, you know?
Look, I really want this rock, you know? Like, the first, he just grabs, like, the smallest piece of rock. I mean, it's not a small piece of rock, right? It's like, he just grabs, like, okay, that's a lot. It's like if you order, like, a whole turkey, you just, like, rip off, like, a piece, and, like, alright.
Yeah, I just want this one leg, specifically.
Not even a leg, I just want, like, this part, there's, like, this small part within the leg, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah, and they just all right, that was good. They don't even bother with him, and they just walk off.
Yeah.
Right, and then that's it for Lakia. This entire episode.
Lakia gets beaten down again. Forgets that he has, because this is my issue with Lakia. He is a character that should be way more overpowered than I think the writers are willing to let him be, because.
I mean, but it's kind of established, right, that Boca is, like, the strongest character within the Grand, right? Because it established that, like, because they said it, right, like you only get to your position if you're the strong,
I get it. It's like a power scale. He's a king of the hill thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But specifically, Lakia's ability to drug
I want to give Lakia a lot of credit, but I don't think Lakia even beat, like.
I'm not saying in a fair fight. I'm just saying Lakia's whole jellyfish tentacle thing where he dopes people up, I feel like is underutilized because of like plot reasons, because it'd be way too, it's like if in Pokemon, like, hypnosis was it's like getting your opponent like confusion locked, right? Like you keep stunning him with shit. Like he has that ability, he just never uses it.
I guess that's how it works. But yeah, Bogus. All right, I got my piece of rock. All right, yeah. I'm leaving. Bye.
I'm taking this back for research and snacks.
Yeah. Shoma go visit Masaru. Hey, look. Is Shoma gonna say something? He's gonna confront Masaru about this.
Hey, how does it feel? Do you know what? Man, what would you say if you found out that your sister
actually died?
Did
right? Hey.
I mean, she died, but don't worry, I'm here. I was born out of the abusive relationship that she was kidnapped for.
Right? Hey, don't worry. Hey, but there's a good chance she did not turn into literal dust. She did not disintegrate or anything.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they just killed her and possibly ate her.
Right? Hey, look, they did an attack on Titan. They did an attack on Titan on her. Right? They just ate her body and everything. Yeah. But I mean, what was your thought on that? They did that. Oh, what are your thoughts? Yeah. Also, hey. Shoma eats mellow cello.
Hey, yeah. So this was my favorite part of the episode because since the Vrastrum gear, since we've seen Vram, we have been complaining the entire time. Why are these pudding cups shaped differently? Why are all the pudding Gochizos shaped differently? Shoma, you can't even put those in the Gavv. Why would you make these weird circular? Hey, turns out you absolutely can. Shoma's just spitting them out now. He could make them at any point.
Here's the thing, right? I feel like that should not be a thing. It's just really weird that all of a sudden only the pudding, it's only the pudding, I guess, putting a adjacent product that spits out the circular cup.
I just
right, but everything else. I guess caking. I guess caking and sherbet don't actually spit it out, right? But it's really so. I guess it's not really weird for him to be spitting out this. But it's just really weird for him to spit like this weird bass-like thing.
That's what I'm saying. So the question is this? But here's the question, because we do see him use this Gochizo in this episode, and my question is this because it's another pudding cup thing? Is it a fucking permanent Gochizo? And if so, is it only for Vram to use because it's formed for like some Vram thing that he's never.
I assume it's not a permanent thing, right? Because
I don't know. We've never seen, with the exception of the frappe Gochizo, we've never seen a pudding cup Gochizo be impermanent. All of the other are expendable.
Sherbet also isn't permanent, and that's a special Gochizo.
Yeah, but it's not like literally a Vrastrum gear like exclusive, made for the Vrastrum gear like Gochizo. That's what I'm saying. And we've never seen one that he's, with the exception of Frappe, every Gochizo that Shoma has spat out that is like primarily like designed for the Vrastrum gear has been permanent. 3 out of 4 of the puddings we got. I guess the other 2 were made by Niel, I guess. So yeah.
Right. I have to assume, right, just because it dies when Shoma uses it later, right? It is not an immortal Gochizo, only for that reason, right?
Yeah.
I assume it's not an immortal Gochizo for that reason. But yeah, hey, Shoma just hits up Masaru like a bunch of hypothetical, like, hey man, hey, we'll be crazy. What are your thoughts if I was like your nephew? Would that be crazy? How would you feel about that? How would you feel if hey.
Yeah, would it be crazy if you still had some family? Like, I'm sure there's something that you could somebody had like the full story and knew exactly what happened to her, like, and what her life was like for the last years of her life.
What are your thoughts about that? Would that be wild?
Yeah.
For that. Yeah. But yeah, look.
Luckily, he's saved by the bell, which is being called for an emergency because the president's on the loose again.
We gotta look. We gotta find out the president. Yeah. Look, they fight Boca and Lizelle, right?
Yeah.
And they fight her. They fight. Well, they technically fight them. Hey, look.
Yeah,
I understand we haven't used K-King in a while, but I don't think we need to be using K-King anymore.
I mean,
right?
here's the thing that I have a problem with, just with the fact of because I get what they were doing with K-King in this episode, which is Boca summons.
Showcase him against the agent.
Boca summons his butlers.
Boca's.
Boca summons his butlers. Shoma summons the whipped soldiers. So it's evened out of like 2-on-2. Like my foot soldiers versus your foot soldiers. But the problem I have with K-King though is, yes, I get the tactical advantage there, but it really seems like the Gochi Pod should be able to do something like that too, and it doesn't. And that kind of annoys me. Like, not everything needs to be like Rainbow Gotchard, where they summon just a full copy of their form, but he should still have access in the Gochi Pod, in Over or Master Gavv, to be able to summon whipped soldiers.
I think it's just because there's no cake. It's because Shoma doesn't put any K-King Gochis into the Master Pod. I think that's it. I think I assume that Shoma is only gaining powers, right? Or he can summon out what he puts in, right?
Yeah.
Like, he just happens to eat a lot of the baseline object, right? Because I assume having him eat like 100, having him like eat like 100 fucking Flora marshmallow in a row will fucking kill him. So they have to, alright, hey, but we can't do this. And we have to divide this up, Here, eat like 20 gummies, lick like 5 lollipops. Alright, that's good enough. Right, look, we got, right, we can't have you eat these. You'll die if you do that. You know. Yeah. But yeah, look, everyone gets their ass beat. Alright,
they take on the Butlers 4-on-2 with Shoma and Hanto and the 2 whip soldiers against the Butlers, and the Butlers still, I mean, hey, they eventually are able to beat the Butlers, and then Boca just goes, cute. Anyway, here's a fucking hyper beam. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, I just shot them. Alright, that was fun.
Yeah,
let's go.
Thanks for the entertainment. I'm going home with my daughter now. I'll come back to subjugate you later.
Right? Yeah. Also, like after when they go get patched up, Lockie's not there.
Yep.
You think they
Lockie is still on the floor, probably still on the ground, bleeding out. On that patio where the destroyed building is.
Right. Yeah, I just think it's funny. I don't know. When they cut back to the scene, I thought like Lockie would be there as well. But like, no, he's just not there. Like, oh, Lockie got beat up pretty badly too, Like, in fact, he took it. I thought he took it worse because he was fighting both of them at once. Right. Yeah. But I guess he didn't get hyper beam, so he's surviving. He's probably just gonna go eat some rocks on the way home to make up for it. But yeah, I don't know. When they showed this scene, I thought it was just real funny that Lockie was just not involved with them at any point in this episode for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, but don't worry, we'll get him next time. Right? It's fine. Look, we'll strategize. We'll work out a good plan.
We'll come up with new tactics. We'll figure stuff out.
Yeah. That's how strong-headed that president actually be, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Nervo is once again. Hey, look, he's looking at the asset. He's looking at the data here. Like, man, wow, fucking Bitter Gavv just fucking sucks, right? He's
yeah. Bitter Gavv is not doing enough. We got to get those numbers up.
So he's looking at the chart, the data, right? It's just like, man, why would I team up with Jeep again? Outside of the fact that he's directly related to me,
yeah.
Right, like, man, because this kind of sounds like within the grade side. It's like, hey, look, you gotta do whatever it takes to become number one. It's like, if that's the case, I should just team up with is he gonna team up with Shoma? Is that how we're gonna defeat?
Maybe that's how Hanto can finally get a fucking power, like a permanent power up. I don't
Man,
need him to, but I do think that it's very funny that his frappe is still fucking, like, not... It's still not fucking letting him stay permanently in that form.
I mean, do you think they're actually gonna give him like a final form at this point?
I assume he's gonna get I assume he's gonna get what every other tertiary, what every other tertiary rider has gotten in these Reiwa seasons, which is some like movie or like tokusatsu fan club exclusive media. Like
what was Majay was what episode?
Well, yeah, but Majade only had the 2 forms, and then she got hers in like episode 47 or whatever.
48. According to this,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. She really did get her like as the show was.
But in the sense of like similar to.
So I guess there's
But I'm saying
I guess there's time for Hanzo to get a final form. Yeah, like a real final form.
More to like Buffa and Espada and.
I mean, but that's real sad, right?
Yeah, considering I'm just saying. That's more of what I expect would happen with Hanto at this rate.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
anyway,
anyway,
is that for this week's episode?
Here's the meme. Well, it's drafted. I'll be finishing
up later. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. That's it for this week's episode. All right. Kate, thanks. Bye. All right, Tariq. So, you know about Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah, his country and his.
Yeah. Right. Like he has the whole DK, the whole DK crew. You know, right?
Yeah.
Right. This is unrelated to Mario, by the way. Even though I talked about Mario, this is a completely separate thing that isn't related to Mario whatsoever. I mean, technically it is related to Mario because he's part of the Mario universe, but this is not me continuing on from the Super Mario Bros movie I was talking about last time, right? Mm-hmm. This is a completely thing that's just about coincidental thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So hey, the Donkey Kong timeline universe makes no goddamn sense. All right. I've been thinking about this. I've been looking into this. Right. Nintendo obviously does not care, but fucking stupid people on the internet. Online care, they try to make like, oh boy, what's the big timeline? You know, what's the Zelda timeline? How can I
make people? Hey, motherfuckers love a multiverse. Okay, we can link this all together. I've been dying to tell you about the news, Pepe Sylvia and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you know about Donkey Kong? Okay. When I say Donkey Kong, who do you think is Donkey Kong? Okay.
I mean, so I know there's some dispute about whether or not Donkey Kong, as we presently know him, is the same Donkey Kong in the game Donkey Kong, where Mario fights him to get back. I don't even remember if it's actually. I don't think it's Peach. It's just whoever.
Oh, are you talking about the arcade Donkey Kong,
arcade
right?
Game, yeah.
Oh no, that Donkey Kong is officially Cranky Kong. Okay.
Okay.
Donkey Kong
that's what I thought. Yeah.
It's officially Cranky Kong in his youth, you know, right? And don't talk about how does that sound? Hey, monkeys, animals, apes, they age faster than Italians. All right, it turns out. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Sure.
Right. So like the baseline lore, okay, is that Cranky Kong is the original the OG, you know, the godfather of the DK hierarchy, family tree, okay, right? That modern Donkey Kong, current Donkey, is the one that we have been seeing and being played as. So like the one in Smash Bros, the one in Donkey Kong 64, right? So like the Donkey Kong for like the last 30 years has been that basic Donkey Kong, all right?
Right.
All right. There's Donkey Kong Jr., okay? Alright, who do you think Donkey Kong Jr. is, okay? So I'll give you the basic timeline release, right? I'm simplifying, right? So OG arcade Donkey Kong Jr. for like the SNES, SNES, whatever the fuck, and then Donkey Kong 64, okay? So just for those 3 games, okay? Who do you think Donkey Kong Jr. is? based on that?
A grown-up Diddy?
Right? But here's the thing. Diddy Kong is officially the nephew of modern day of 64 Donkey Kong, okay?
Okay.
Right? So
is this gonna turn into some weird lore that includes the fucking cartoon show from fucking?
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, then I don't know.
Right? So here's the problem with Donkey Kong. So Donkey Kong is the one that So Diddy Kong is the one that wears the T-shirt and no, it's the one that wears the hat. That's how he's young, hip, and cool. Okay,
yeah,
that's how he relates to the he relates to the '90s youth. All right, let me
right. Yeah.
Right. So this is Donkey Kong Jr. was just a loser that just all he did was work. Let's see the image is image copy. Okay, can I upload this image? My computer is acting up. Okay, so basically Donkey Kong is the one that all he did was wear a shirt with the letter J on it, just so you can know that he's Junior, okay? So the problem I have with Donkey Kong... my page is... hold on. Is it uploading? So the problem I have with Donkey Kong Jr., okay, is that originally he was referred to as the son of Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Cranky Kong, okay? Right. But the problem is that he has also been referred to this is modern day Donkey Kong, right? As a kid. So, I don't know who the fuck. So, Donkey Kong Jr. currently exists like this weird timeline, right? Of like he could be either or at this point. And to the point where I am not sure if Donkey Kong Jr. is the son of Donkey Kong, of modern day, of Cranky Kong, right? Thus making modern day 64 grandson of Cranky Kong, right?
Right.
It's really confusing, right? I hate the Donkey. There's like Nintendo has actually just given up and it said,
that is one of those.
Yeah,
things
there's just monkeys.
Yeah, that is one of those things that I feel like. I feel that same. This is. In a similar but different way, I feel that the way that you talk about this is the same way that I feel about Robins in Batman, because ever since they fucking created Damian Wayne, and just if you ask me who is and is not Batman at the time, or who is a Robin at the time, I don't fucking know. The lore is all over the place. It's just like people are Robin and Batman at the same time, but also they're...
it makes you feel better. The current comic iteration is Damian Wayne.
And then Damian takes over, but also Nightwing takes over sometimes, and then just all this shit, and then this time...
Robin, Dick Grayson is now just officially Nightwing. He's no longer Robin, alright? That makes you feel any better. Right? The current Robin is Damian Wayne.
I found out that Terry McGinnis has his own... that Batman Beyond has his own Robin.
Really? I didn't even know that.
There's a whole it's out of control. There's like Terry McGinnis is fucking canon now, and he's in comics, and he has.
He's always been somewhat canon, right? They reintroduced him to like the main comic line universe, right?
Yeah, so now there's a future Robin that's like his brother is in like some iteration. It's his little brother becomes a Robin, Robin Beyond or whatever.
Okay. So the reason why I bring up all this Donkey Kong talk is because of the new Donkey Kong game, okay?
Yeah, now for Switch 2.
Right?
$90, yeah.
So in that game, right, you play as Donkey Kong, okay? I'm not gonna specify which Donkey Kong yet, okay? Because remember, we have established there are at least 3 characters who have taken up the mantle of Donkey Kong at this point.
Yeah,
okay?
just like Robin Beyond, yeah.
Okay, So in the game, you play as Donkey Kong protecting a young Pauline, okay?
Okay.
Right? She's the mayor. So
that's what the new game is about?
Yeah. It's literally
so then this
it's the Last of Us.
Has to be Cranky Kong,
it's okay, that's right. Hold on. It's literally what's the Japanese lone wolf, right? In Cub? Is that what it is?
What
Last
are you
of
talking
Us.
about?
Well, what's the Japanese movie with the samurai, the young kid that they have to
off the top of my head, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's Young Wolf and Club, right?
Okay.
All right. So here's something. Okay. So it is a young Pauline as Donkey Kong you are playing. Okay. So you're playing as a Donkey Protect a young Pauline. Okay. And so this cannot be modern day Donkey Kong, right? Because the modern day Donkey Kong only knows Pauline as an adult, aka the mayor of New Dork City, or whatever the fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Donk City, right? And so that means the only character who could actively interact with a young Pauline has to be the original Cranky Kong himself, right? That's what Cranky Kong, right? So here's the thing. I don't know if you've been watching the trailers, but hey, take who makes an appearance in like one of the latest trailer for Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Okay, so maybe there's a crankier Kong?
Oh, is this modern day? Is this 64 great grandfather? Is this what we're doing now? Is this our Uncle Dente? Right?
Oh,
is that what's going on?
Or is this Uncle Masaru?
Right? Like, see, the part with the dog, it's really fucking weird now. I don't. Right? So when people first saw this game, when they revealed, right? Because when they first announced Bonanza, right? They didn't say who Pauline was. They said, "Ooh, Donkey Kong's trying with like this human girl. Who can it be?" And then they're like, "Oh no, it's Pauline. It's just Pauline when she was like a kid." I was like, "Oh okay."
Right.
And everyone's like, "Okay, so is this like an origin story? Is this like right? Are we playing as like Cranky Kong in his actual prime?" And then the trailer came out like, "I know, here's Cranky Kong now." Like they're like, "All right, fuck it." Now nobody knows what the fuck is going on anymore. The Donkey Kong timeline actually is fucking insane. It turns out.
What if there's time travel? That'll make it easier. People love solving problems of figuring out, of keeping a timeline straight by just fucking time travel. That fixes everything.
Is this so this is like Cranky Kong from the future coming back to tell his young.
That maybe this is Donkey Kong multiverse of madness.
Right. So here's saying this probably could also be Donkey Kong Jr. Right? Who knows? Right? Like I said, Donkey is also like this fun. They're just straight up ignores Donkey Kong Jr. for some reason. Right? Like he's just not involved within the story anymore. Right? Like Donkey Kong, at least with Cranky Kong, he's like a somewhat relevant character within the games. Like he's like, oh, here's Cranky Kong. Everybody loves old racist grandpa who sits on the porch all day. Talking about all the good old days.
Yeah, if those damn Italians show up again, I'm firing a shot right after them.
The city, look, this city used to be good before they arrived. You know, New Donk City used to be livable. You know, but yeah. So that is my current hatred with trying to understand the Donkey Kong lore. Nothing makes any sense anymore. I don't know who is who. Right. I don't know how many people have assumed the mantle of Donkey Kong.
Who is Donkey Kong Beyond?
Right, like maybe Donkey Kong is not a person. You know,
it's a concept.
Right? It's like Captain Falcon.
Yeah,
right. It's like Captain Falcon. Right.
I was going to go with Zero from Code Geass.
Yeah, it's like that.